Okay, you have selected Level 3 tutorial for the Choral Theory 2020 assignment. If you have played piano before, you've taken lessons, you're already reading music, then this is the level for you. Or maybe you've already done Level 1 and Level 2 and you're looking for a challenge. Awesome. Level 3 is all about ear training and just being a little bit more cognizant about what our leaps sound like when reading music and just being able to identify how large of a leap some passages go through when you're singing from one pitch to another. So I'm going to dive right into a keyboard right now, just so that you can start to go through some of these ear training exercises with me, and then I'll move you to a website, and then I'm going to show you where your assessments are with the links and how to do them. So first off, I know that you can't quite hear exactly what I'm going to be playing on this keyboard. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. It's going to pierce my ears. Here is a C. And if we were to talk about the relationship between intervals, it's all about space. So at the beginning right now, for part A of level 3, it's about recognizing if it's unison, if it sounds the same, if the notes sound like they've got a step between them. So here's a major second. From C to a D, it's almost like the start of a scale. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Here's the next one, a fourth, C to F. Da, da. I use a lot of sounds like reference points for this. So to me, Amazing Grace. That's the opening of a perfect fourth. I go back to Amazing Grace more often than not. Other people do Oh Christmas Tree, or Oh Tannenbaum. Perfect examples of songs that start with the opening intervals so that you can recognize the relationship of those two pitches. Next one is perfect fifth, from a C to a G. Ba-da, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5, 1. That is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, A, B, C, D, Ba, Ba, Black Sheep. They're all the same. So there's a great way to think about your 5. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. You could also think Last Post or the Revel. I would stay away from Star Wars. A lot of people try to use Star Wars as a perfect fourth or a perfect fifth, but the thing is that an opening of Star Wars uses both of them, so please don't. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 is a fourth. Bum bum is a fifth. So stay away from Star Wars and use Twinkle Twinkle. That's the safest bet. Next one is a major seventh. Ba-dum. Um, you can think about the fact that it sounds very dissonant, that it needs to resolve, and it's also a very big leap. Ba-da-dum. Some people use like that Pink Floyd, ba-da-da. There's a Cole Porter song that starts with a major seventh descending. Um, I just think that it sounds like a very big leap and it wants to resolve um, back to the octave. And of course, our octave is 1/8 or somewhere over the rainbow. That's a very easy to recognize leap. So right now, I'm going to zip right over to musictheory.net and show you what that's going to look and feel like. Here's the website. There's some great stuff when it comes to lessons and exercises. You can actually zip through all of these lesson stuff and really tickle your brain. There's a lot of awesome ways that you can access more music theory if you want to go that way, if you got some time to kill and you want to just learn more. Peruse this site. What I've actually ended up doing is I've gone to exercises and I found some really unique ear training stuff. What I'm about to bring up is the exact teacher formatted custom one I want you to do. Here is part A of level 3. I've left in unison, major second, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major seventh, and octave. So up here, I've gone through, I was messing around with it. I did 13 of them and I was listening to them. Ba-dum. That's a big leap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's my major seventh. As soon as you get it right, it plays the next one for you. Now, I would love for you to do like a 10 out of 10 type thing where you are doing 10 examples perfectly. And if you end up messing up and you got 9 out of 10, that's fine too. If you're a perfectionist and you want to just reset the score, I'm going to reset the score right over here with those 3 dots. And we're going to go again. Amazing grace. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my perfect fourth. Well, there's a unison. Now you can see that there's a few different ways that I approach it. I try and sing it first. I try and put a song into it that I think is there. I'll go stepwise up a scale until I hit it. There's a few different ways that maybe could work for you. I'd love you to experiment and maybe comment and tell me what is the easiest way that you are naming your intervals. So that's part A. Part B is simply an extension of part A. I'm just adding a few more. Here is the interval part B side of things. I took away unison. That was that was a freebie. I added major third. I also added tritone, and I added major sixth. So for major third, I'll go back to my piano for a quick second, and I'll go through a major third with you. That is the start of Michael, row the boat ashore. You might even want to just think 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. Do, a deer, a female deer. Or maybe you're just thinking that it's part of an arpeggio. Ba, 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 ba. Fine. Yeah, major third is just kind of in there. Another one that we added was a tritone. Ba-da. Most commonly found as the opening of The Simpsons. The Simpsons. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. It's that opener. It also sounds really dissonant to itself. It doesn't quite fit the mold of a perfect fifth, and it's larger than a perfect fourth. I added tritone just because it's kind of that wild card sound. And then I also added major sixth. There's 2 songs that I use for this. You're probably going to find ones that work for you. But I grew up listening to the opening jingle of the television station NBC. Ba-da-da. If that doesn't speak to you, there's a children's song that uses a sixth. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies, boom, bum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe you want to count up to it as well. Doesn't quite fit a fifth, smaller than a seventh. A lot of people have confusion between sixth and seventh starting in. So that could be a point of practice for you, just so you can figure out what a sixth and a seventh is. Those are the 2 examples. I'll zip back over to, here's part B. You'll have this exact link without the unison and with the major third, tritone, and major sixth added. That's part B of level 3 choral theory for 2020. Good luck.